Guys, it's Hannah here. We're here at the Provident Legacy, one of the branches in Bayonne, and I want to show you our Tesla. I got it 11 days ago. I haven't had a chance to show you a video, so I really want to show you. We installed a Tesla charging right there, but before we do that, let's look around this car, take you all around and show you what's going on. You got aerodynamic wheels, which help with the range of the battery. For those of you that don't know, this is all electric. You got aerodynamic here where the air is coming through here, coming out. And just the whole design of this is pretty much insane. You have cameras everywhere. You got 3 cameras up here, sensors, another camera here, one at the B pillar, everywhere. And the handles are flush, so that way that helps with also the aerodynamic. And the way you open it is you press one down and then this handle comes out, and that's how you open it. But we're gonna get to that. I want to show you all around, guys. All glass roof, as you see, and the design of this, where you see the lights, and if you come around this side, you see the side of this light as well. And what's the difference here is there's actually a charging. This is where you charge your car. So let's take a look here. This is the charging station we installed at one of our branches. And you bring it close to here, and when you click this button, this will open up. And look what it shows here, the color. And then click on here, it gets to like a darker blue from a lighter blue. And what's gonna happen now is gonna switch to green to actually show you that it's actually charging. So let's take a look at the app here we got. Put the volume so you can see it. So we're gonna open the front trunk. You could open it from the car, or you can just open it from the app, and it shows you here that it opened. And usually in a normal car, you'll see an engine here with all its parts. A normal car has over 50,000 parts. This has just a couple of thousand. This has less than 300 moving parts. A normal car has thousands of moving parts. So this is really, really cool. You could use this for your groceries here. You just open this up, put your grocery bags here. We also have a Tesla charging station. The cables here, you can actually see. This is the 240. This is the 110. We have the adapter for other charging stations that are non-Tesla. So, I'll show you guys around. Now, the only liquid you see here is actually the windshield wiper liquid. That's the only thing you can see. This trunk, you don't slam it down. You actually do it lightly, and then you just press down. Let's show you around the other trunk. You have all this space here, and even the seats can fold down, so you could just literally have this flat. And then you also have this space down here, which is awesome. It's just so much space. And you see this over here, it's cut out open because of the subwoofer is actually here, so it could bring sound to the cabin. And they have these 2 handles here where you can just push it down, and the car is locked. We're gonna remove this charging, and as you just press it down, and then we're gonna show you guys some cool features that this car can do. There is something called a summon feature, which actually moves the car forward. Let's just say there's 2 cars here, one on this side and one on this side, and you want to actually move the car, you actually can. Or let's just say you have a garage and you want your car to just move by itself and meet you in front of the house, it could actually do that. That's part of the beta that Tesla is doing. So we want to show you how this works. So what you pretty much do is you go into the summon feature, and it's connected to the car to make sure it could actually do that. Let's take a look. Sometimes, let's make sure the car is open. Yeah, it's open. It's ready for working. Let's see, here it is. And then you should press forward here. He's gonna fold the mirrors, and look what's gonna happen now. by itself, there's no one in the car, is actually going to move forward. By itself, there's no one in the car. Alright guys, this is how it works. Let me show you again how the door works in terms of opening. I haven't shown you that. You just click on here, and with your other fingers you open it up. So let's do this. Alright, we're just gonna reverse the car. You get this big camera here. I'm gonna put this back here. So check this out, guys. Let's put it on park for a second. You got this 15-inch screen that does literally everything for you. So we're gonna go through the menus. By the way, I just want to show you a little bit of here. You have a lot of space for your iPhone charging. You could charge your phone here, and you could put whatever charger you want, and then you could even make it go away so it doesn't distract you. So what's interesting here is, so if we go to drive settings and you click on, by the way, I'm just gonna put this fan speed a little lower, and it's so quiet in here. That's what I love about it. There's no engine sound, nothing. So if you go to this icon of a car, you can control your steering wheel by using this scroll up, down, out, in. It's incredible, and then it'll save your settings. The other thing you could do is the mirrors. So you could do left, right, you do left, same thing. So we set it up that way, and then you could save the settings. There's so many things here. There's autopilot features, which we're gonna get into. How do you like to drive, and sports, comfort, that's for the steering wheel, the chill mode there, and then the display. You could have the night vision, it automatically, I have it on auto, so it'll automatically turn, and on auto brightness based on the car. And let's do some cool things. Let's just say you can even switch this from satellite to normal maps, traffic, where the traffic is, and this is where the charging stations are. That's near us. So I'm gonna use the command feature here, voice recognition. Navigate to Florida. Now look what happens here. It found it already. You just click navigate, and there's literally supercharging stations everywhere. About 97% of America has a supercharging station only 100 miles away. And that's just supercharging stations. That's not all these other stations where you could charge in your office,
turn left onto Broadway,
or home. And look, it's actually showing us how to get there. We're gonna have to stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supercharging stops to get there. It's gonna tell me my battery is at 202 miles. By the time I get the first supercharging station, I'm gonna be at 15%. It automatically calculates how much battery I need to get there and how much battery I'm gonna have once I get there. And then it's about 21 hours of driving to get there with the stops and everything. That's about 1,100 miles. So that's a long road trip. Now, usually, if I click on the battery here, I could set how much I want to charge a battery. So I'm actually only charging it 90%, just because I don't want to overcharge the battery. I don't want the battery to last longer. So on long trips, I could charge it 100%. By the way, this car has a 310 mile battery, and I believe it could even go longer. Depends how you drive it. So, which we're gonna get into some of the features like the regenerative braking, how it works, and things like that. So another thing I want to show you is you could literally ask it to play any song. Now, there is something called, they have something called streaming. So the way it works is you ask it to play a song, it'll play it, and if it doesn't play that song, it's gonna play a station of those songs. So we have, I just want to show you the surround sound, how it sounds like. What I like about it is, doesn't matter how loud you go, it keeps that crystal sound without any distortion, which I love. What else can we talk about? We got these mirrors here. Looks really awesome. It has this iPad look to it. You could just close it. You could actually come out this way if you have the sun, and move a little forward to block the sun from here. And the other thing I want to show you is how to get out of the car. So here you have a button. It's a power way to get out of the car. So you click it, the door opens a little bit, the window goes down a bit, and you get out. That's the normal way of you coming out. You just press that button and that's it. Now there is an emergency way to get out of the car. You should not use it in a normal circumstance. It's actually down here. So you kind of pull it up. It's just here, down here. That one, let's just say if there's a power failure and you need to get out of the car, that's how you get out. But you shouldn't use that feature because it's not going to bring the window down, and it will actually warn you. So if I put the window down just for now, so that way I can show you that feature, and if I click on it, that's how you open the car. But if you, that's the manual way, you shouldn't do it that way, unless, and if you do it by accident, it's gonna actually show you on the screen that, hey, don't use that. It's gonna actually, which is the same thing with this. There's a magnet here to push it, and if you push it so hard, it's gonna tell you close console lid gently. You see that? Close console lid gently. It's gonna warn you because there's a magnet. You don't need to press it hard. So it's incredible how many sensors here, and how this car has the hardware of full self-driving, and the fact that you still have so many less parts than a normal car. It's insane. The other thing I want to show you guys is the air conditioning, how it works. Also heating. You can literally heat any seat in the car, even in the middle back row, as you see here. So, and then you could heat it. You can make it go up and down, different levels. So that's incredible. And the innovation of the air conditioning is really interesting as well, because it literally, you can push the air wherever you want it to go. So it's incredible, and it pretty much uses air is coming through here and here, so it kind of meets, and then it depends on where you want the air to go. It just sends more pressure this way or more pressure this way to see wherever the air. It's incredible how it works. And if someone is sitting back there and you have it on auto, what happens is automatically this turns on because it knows someone's in back. So it could actually feel someone is actually sitting in the back. So now we're gonna take a drive and show you a few other features. I want you to take a look at here, the regenerative braking, what's happening. So as I'm driving, I want you guys to take a look up here and take a look. See, as I push the electric brake down, there's a black dot that goes this way as I drive, because that's using energy. And now I'm going to show you how it's saving energy. So I take a left here. Alright. So if you notice here, I'm actually using energy. And it's now I could go on autopilot. So the car now technically is driving by itself. I'm not doing anything to the car. I want to show you that feature, and look, now it's saving energy because I just literally took my brake off the electric pedal and there was this green thing coming up here going this direction. So I want to and you can see it now. So you pretty much, if you use your car that way without braking, you'll never have to change the brakes ever again. And the cool part about all this is this car just got rated the safest car in the world. It's literally, they did a crash test on this car, and literally it got 5-star safety rating in every category, and it got a 5-star safety rating in every subcategory, which is incredible. So it's not all electric only, but it's safe to drive in. There's airbags everywhere. So now we are gonna show you two things: how it self-parks itself, and then we're gonna show you the autopilot feature as well. So let's see. I also want to show you, now the speed limit is 40 miles an hour, which I want to show you how fast this car can go from 0 to 45. It's incredible how fast it goes. So the speed limit here is 50 miles an hour, and now I'm gonna put on autopilot. So now the car is literally driving by itself, guys. Look, I'm not touching the wheels, I'm not touching anything. It recognizes the street and is driving by itself. So I'm driving at 45 is 50. I could just by raising this, I could raise it to 50 to match the speed limit. And it's literally driving by itself, guys. I'm not doing anything to it. So remember the difference between autopilot and full self-driving. Full self-driving is going to take you from point A to point B without doing anything. And now it's telling me just to hold lightly the handle, just to make sure that I'm actually paying attention. I'm not falling asleep. So the full self-driving feature, we paid for that feature for it, but we're still waiting for it to come. So the car has the hardware, they just need to release the software, plus the state regulation, they have to also allow that, and right now they're still trying to figure that out. So I'm gonna go into this parking lot here because I wanna be able to show you guys the parking, how it parks. So we're gonna go in this shopping mall area just to show you how it works. Let's look for a parking now. go on this side. I want to look for something that it's hard. I mean, there's a lot of parking here, so it's easy to park anywhere, but I just want to show you guys. Let's look for a hard parking, a place where, let's just say, let's take a look. See, you're gonna see that park here. I'm just gonna put the car into reverse, and you'll see I'll start to ask you to start the car. I'm not touching anything, so it's gonna go by itself. I'm just there just to supervise, make sure it doesn't do anything crazy. And the car is literally parking by itself, guys. And this, it could do a parallel parking as well. So just showing you different ways it could actually park. What it's gonna do is gonna even out the space between this car and that car to make sure I'm good. And that's it. So by the way, guys, the starting price for this car is $35,000, and then you can build it up. It depends how you get it. So we actually have the all-wheel drive in this model, which has 2 electric motors. We paid extra for that. So pretty much if one motor fails, the car will still drive on the other motor. It depends which one. It doesn't matter which one fails. And I think for the East Coast weather, it'll be really good in the snow and that type of weather. So that's why we got the all-wheel drive. We also paid for the autopilot and for the full self-driving, the premium interior we have here, and the long-range battery. So it starts at 35, but because we added all these features, obviously it went up to 62. So and then another unique feature we were able to get was, because we ordered it by July, we have lifetime LTE connectivity. So this car has LTE plus Wi-Fi, and these are some of the things that are interesting, like the Model X and the Model S. They get that supercharging, the free supercharging. So Tesla's trying to give all these things to make it more feasible for the customer. And yeah, so these are just a few little things about the car. The car constantly gets updated for a better experience. So this is just the beginning. It's gonna be constantly getting updated. So let us know if you have any questions, comments. Just let us know, and if we can answer it for you. All right, take care.